What's going on, you guys? RJ with RJ's Trades. We back with another free Sunday watch list. All right, you guys know the drill. All I ask you to do is to leave a like, comment, and share this post. Share it with at least one person. Okay, almost at 1,000 subscribers is absolutely crazy. We're going up so quick. 1,000 subs. We got 4 free classes: day trading, swing trading, chart patterns, and the break and retest strategy. All right, so I'm basically giving you guys everything that I do completely for free here on YouTube. All right. So let's go ahead and hit that goal so we can have this class very shortly. All right, we're gonna go through the watch list here today, and we're going to see what we see. All right, we are at all-time highs in the market, so it's not a whole lot you can do. You just got to take your A+ setups and let the chips fall where they may at this point. All right. First things first, we're gonna look at SPY. We're at highs. All you can do is keep playing the highs. That's really it. Now this week you do have to watch out for. I think is it the interest rate decision this week? I think it may be the interest rate decision this week. So we gotta take a look at Bitcoin and the crypto, type assets and stocks. So we're gonna take a look at that first. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, what does Bitcoin look like? So Bitcoin was a perfect break and retest right here, right? It was a perfect break and retest on Bitcoin here. We're back at 116K. All right, cool. If we look at Ethereum looks okay as well. This is a nice retest. Retrace back down again. It looks like it's trying to curl up. So it'll be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Crypto looks pretty decent. BMNR is a stock that kind of correlates with it a little bit here. As you can see, they had a really good day on Friday. So maybe this stock could possibly try to have a run up. We'll see. This could be possibly a good YOLO trade. So I'll be looking out for this one this week. For sure. This looks pretty good. That's a nice bullish candle. Let's see what does the pull up the volume. See what the volume candle looks like. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at that volume compared to the previous days. That looks pretty good. So yeah, definitely gotta keep our eye on BMNR. All right, let's kind of go through the stocks here and see what we see. I do have some plays already, so really it's gonna be the ones that we already talked about because they're still playing out, right? So why stop it, right? FTNT. I still like FTNT. I think as long as it's holding in this area, it looks good. You don't want to get caught in too much chop. But FTNT still looks good. If it gets above 81.31, it's going to be gone. So definitely, I still love this stock. It's a lot of upside and you're at a key level. So still love that. Still love that one. All right. CMG. I still really like CMG. Right here we're at the possible bounce area here. If it does happen to fall a few more dollars, it could get to this trend line, right? Which I hope it doesn't get that far. The RSI is already down here at 22, so I don't know if it'll go that low right now before a bounce. But CMG still looks good for a possible bounce in this area. I really like it, so I'm in CMG. So I entered on this candle here. So we'll see if the buyers step in and give us a little pop. We'll see. Robinhood, it did have a nice little pop, but it looks like it's trying to come down a little bit, which this actually doesn't look bad, to be completely honest with you. It doesn't look too terrible. Let's see what it looks like from the 4-hour. Kind of just retesting this little previous breakout area, so this thing could just have a day where it pops and it'll be gone again to really break out of it. So maybe it might consolidate a little bit more. We'll see, but I think Robinhood still looks okay. Just a side watch, nothing that's on my main watch list at all. Amazon looks okay. What I do kind of see with Amazon, it could possibly, if it breaks out again, I think it'll be gone, right? So I kind of see this as a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. I'm sorry, inverse head and shoulders. Looks a little bit like an inverse head and shoulders here. So this kind of was the retest. So if it doesn't get back above this will be a failed breakout. It's kind of what I see with that one. And we got to talk about Tesla. What more can I say? I mean, I've been telling you guys about Tesla for about 3 weeks now. So yeah, this move should not surprise you. Let me know if you guys made money on Tesla, man. The chat banked on Tesla. I didn't even trade it Friday. I didn't get no entry at all on Tesla on Friday. It just absolutely ripped. But a lot of people in the chat traded it on Friday. We did catch it on Thursday though, so we're grateful for that. But let me know in the chat if you made money from Tesla. You guys know we've been talking about this for 3 weeks, so congratulations on that one. And you can really do nothing at this point, but keep playing the momentum. I wouldn't be shocked if Tesla's 400 plus campaign is on the way. All right. This is one that's kind of interesting to me that I've been kind of thinking about here for a little minute. AMD. AMD actually looks pretty good to me, right? This looks like a bull flag to me a little bit, right? I could straighten this up just a little bit, but this AMD looks like a bull flag. I really like AMD. I think this could even possibly be a decent swing. If you take a look here, this is really had formed a little support around 158. All right, so around 158, AMD has like a support area. You see it's fighting there right now. If AMD wants to break out, it's going to have to break this trend line right here. It has to break this trend line, which at this point really probably, right there is probably the best spot. So especially if it gets above 164.5 for sure. But a risky entry would be, getting above 160, 161 to try to catch it early. But I could definitely see AMD taking off again. This looks like a perfect bull flag pattern. That looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. AMD is a top watch for me as far as possible big upside move. Like it could happen just like that. So AMD is one of the top stocks that I want to watch, right? So on my list so far we got FTNT, we have CMG, we have AMD. Now these are a couple different types of trades. The FTNT and the CMG are like dip buys. This AMD one really isn't a dip buy. It is a dip from this high, but relative to where it is, it's kind of more so of a momentum play, right? So AMD has just taken off, right? So it's up over 100% from the lows. So I mean, AMD at this point, if it breaks out again, you will of course be aiming for the top of the pattern up here, right around, looks like really it's kind of around 186, but you got a few high points here, boom boom. So I'll probably aim for 187, but if it breaks above that, AMD is going to be gone. So AMD could be a huge move. This could be a huge move. Watch out for AMD. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch out for AMD. Just know in the chat we're gonna be watching it heavy. Nvidia looks okay. I don't really love it too much. RKLB, this is one that you need to have on your watch list this week for a day trade. All right, RKLB finally broke out. It ended up hitting all-time highs on Friday. Sold off a little bit, but at this point, you're just looking to see if the momentum carries, right? If the momentum carries, you simply are just taking the trade above the highs. That's it. All right, super easy play. We banked on RKLB 2 days in a row. That was a week or two ago. So watch RKLB again this week. Guys, so many plays look good. You can't take everything. But there are lots of plays that look good. I've already given you like 3 or 4 that I'm watching heavy. Right? But just know everything could get messed up this week. We got the what is the interest rate decision? I think it's an interest rate decision, but we got that coming on Wednesday, so that could send the plays up. This also could be something that kind of messes up the charts a little bit. So we'll kind of see what they got. But they are setting up the week to look really, really good. So we're just gonna continue to take it day by day. But the setups are there. Our job is just to take them when they occur. All right. SMCI, I don't really like that one too much. FI, I took a loss on FI a couple weeks ago, so it's all good there. Palantir was one that I was really liking on Friday to go into this week, but as you can see, Palantir actually made the move on Friday, and as soon as I stopped watching them, they took off. Of course, right? It is what it is, man. But yeah, I was sick about that one. I don't love it as much here. I think you can run into a lot of turbulence up in here, but if it's strong above that, we'll see. But definitely not. I don't love it as much as I did before. And we already talked about BMNR. CCL is just playing around the level here, which we've been talking about that one as well. What else we got, man? What else we got? Lulu. I still like Lulu. I'm just waiting for buyers to step in at this point. You see right here, we're at the lows around the COVID 2020 lows and around this key area around 162. So I want to see buyers step in. You don't want to, especially with options. Of course, with shares, you can nibble in whenever at this point. But with options, I want to see buyers step in before I put my money in, right? So I want to see like a bullish hammer, bullish engulfing, things like that around these levels before I just jump into it. But Lulu is one that I absolutely love. It's down so much this year, a lot due to pressures with the tariffs, right? But tariffs won't be forever, okay? So I'm not saying that it's gonna go way back up here to highs, but I am saying it's not gonna be this low forever, okay? It's not gonna stay this low. I'll tell you that now. All right. So this one I'm really, really watching for a swing. This could be a long swing. This could be a long one, okay? This could be a long swing, but it's not ready yet apparently. So I'll just have that as a side watch, but one that we need to be looking at seriously here. I say the best for last. Best for last. I say it here if you're still watching. UPS. This is a plus setup. Period. A plus. All right. UPS right here. Bullish divergence. Number one. All right. Before we even talk about the thing that I love the most, number one, we got bullish divergence. All right. Look at this. Lower low, lower low, lower low. 3 touches here. Look at the RSI. Higher low, right? So 1, 2, third touch here. Okay. Now, this is why it's important for you to look at your charts and understand where you are. If you take a look back, right, and I'm talking about way back, right? Look at my dates down here. We ain't talking about what is this level right here. Why is it significant that we got this type of candle right here? How did that happen? Why did that happen? Is it a coincidence? I'm here to tell you it's not a coincidence. Because if you take a look back, right, notice that I'm going way back. Way back. We're at 2013. This was a support in 2013. Right? Resistance in 2006. Okay? Resistance in 2006. Support in 2013. And now this is the first time that we've been back to this point since 2020. This was the bottom for the COVID drop, right? So right here back at this spot. Now, if I'm going to take a chance on a stop bouncing, it's gonna be right here. All right. If I'm gonna take a chance on it bouncing, it's gonna be right here. And if I'm wrong, so be it. All right. Well, whoop-de-doo. If I'm wrong, whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if I'm gonna be wrong with UPS, I'm just be wrong. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys I'm gonna be in UPS calls. I'm just gonna let you know here now. All right. So UPS is my favorite play, hands down. As far as like a swing, this could be a long swing. But as far as a day trade, probably Rocket Lab really looks the best early. Rocket Lab could be the first one to hit. So this is the plays I really love this week. Man, I gave you guys quite a bit, but I had to rank them. UPS number 1. Number 2, Rocket Lab, right? Rocket Lab number 2. Number 3, I will say Fortinet is number 3 because it's closer to being ready. Number 4, AMD. Okay? So those are the 4 stocks that I like the most. And if you want to throw in Tesla as a 5th, you can. All right? Tesla kind of has already moved, but, it could keep going. So watch out for those. Side watch BMNR because of, what's going on this week with the Fed interest rate decisions. If they lower rates, crypto will go crazy. It is what it is. All right? So that's what I love this week, man. I hope this is helpful. Once again, guys, let's get this as many likes, shares, and comments as possible. Let's get this to 1K so we have those 4 classes. Man, I'll show you guys exactly how I do this. You see, I do the same thing every week. I don't know how many weeks I've been doing this now. Follow the Instagram. I have almost 1,000 informational posts on Instagram about trading. I've been doing it since 19, right? So I've been doing this before COVID, all right? So I know a thing or two, okay? So hope you guys have a great day. Hope this helpful. Finna catch me some football. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.